Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Maritza and I am an elementary school teacher. I am currently teaching in the state of North Carolina, and today is a Monday and schools are shut down. So you might be wondering, like, why am I going to work then? Well, I thought I'd share with you guys today's vlog on a day with me and my kids, because we are on our way to my school because we are going to distribute all the materials for our students that need to take like packets home, their laptops home, any materials that they need to do an e-learning and digitalize everything that we can to make learning at home possible. So today is going to be really a vlog with me and just kind of taking you around with my thoughts and feelings and the process of doing an e-learning experience. So right now I'm in the car with all of my kiddos. We are dropping off the baby. I have to do some paperwork first before I go drop him off at the daycare on the base in Camp Lejeune. So we are going to go ahead and do that first, and then I'm going to take my kids with me to work. I have a middle school child and an elementary school child. They both will be coming with me to my classroom, and we are just going to be, you know, taking one step at a time. We'll see what happens. So today will be interesting, but it's okay. We're going to make it happen and everything's going to be good to go. So yeah. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and get this paperwork done, and then I'm gonna head off to work. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting me and joining me in my teaching journey. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms on Instagram. I post a lot of my content on there as well, sharing like ideas, things that's going on, resources, all kinds of good stuff. So go and head over there. It's Laura's Home Sweet Classroom. Hi guys, so it is now 1 o'clock and almost all the staff has left already. We're on lunch, going to lunch, and just kind of catching up on the day with you guys. So far, what I have are like my lesson plans on each day and what I'm going to be doing with my students. When I got to work, we went ahead and prepared like a whole packet for our students with materials that are like paper copy for them, for reading, for math, like their torn out pages of their math book. And I went ahead and put in there a biography project that we had started and we just didn't get to finish it. I also put in there 2 Scholastic News magazines for them that they'll be reading. It's usually as a station in our ELA block, so I went ahead and give them that, and then they're just supposed to answer the questions on the back. And I'm trying to think of what else I put in there. I put notebook paper, I put a pencil. My kids helped me prepare the packets and we put them in an envelope for them, and then I put their name on the front, and then we put everything in the multi-purpose room, and then parents are coming in throughout the day to pick up the packets or pick up the envelope. So, and that's pretty much it, what we've got as far as like a hard copy. Our teacher assistants went ahead and made the copies for a whole team, and then we just like stuck them in there and organized everything. It's been like a very, very busy morning since I got back. They had canceled our meeting, so I just got here and I went straight into my room, and I was looking for everybody. What do I need to do? What should I help with? And then I put out the packets, and then I was in my room and just getting things ready. I have my materials here that I'm gonna take. Oops, I kind of moved the table there. I have my materials here that I'm gonna take home, but we are actually reporting back to school, or back to our classroom, and that's kind of like what the news has been as of right now. We are supposed to be giving instruction online at school. So with that being said, I know I'm gonna have to come back, but I just kind of want to carry it with me just in case, like, you just never know. So just like a brief summary of scared me. Here you go. So I've got my things here, and just like a quick rundown of what we're gonna do, I will tell you guys in more to depth what I'm planning to do, but it's going to be a mix of the packets that they're doing and a mix of the online resources that we have. So it's kind of similar to like Google Classroom. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's Office 365. So it's an interactive way that I'm gonna be able to access and speak to my students, which is super cool. I'm actually optimistic about this whole situation. It is a great opportunity for e-learning and trying new things. So I'm trying to stay optimistic and hoping that my students are at home, they're safe, they're germ-free, and they're taking care of themselves. So I am trying my best to do everything I can to execute this learning experience. So I also am bringing some books with me home, or added to my list here. I have the Charlotte's Web. I thought I could start a read aloud. It's 2 weeks, could be more, so I could start a chapter book read aloud. Or I wanted to hop on every morning, like just like our morning meeting, and then also wanted to do kind of like a intro and a happy learning day. I just kind of like what my thoughts is, get hyped about it. Since it's Women's History Month, I thought I'd take these two home and do a just kind of a pop quiz of a women's history person. I don't know where my thoughts are. So I thought I'd do that and just kind of introduce the day with that as far in like our regular morning meeting. And I will get with you guys in just a little bit with what I'm doing like daily, and just kind of give you some idea of how it's gonna work for us in 3rd grade here in my classroom. So I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. In my classroom today, I've just kind of we've wiped down everything, cleaning everything. I organized like the shelf back there and my shelf back here. I wanted to put everything kind of like baskets and make it a little bit more organized. Hadn't done that. And that's pretty much it. And the day just like that is gone. Right now I'm gonna go pick up my husband. He has requested for me to pick him up already. So I'm gonna rush out of here to go get him as well, and probably pick up the baby too. Hopefully, maybe he's taking a nap. I'm not too sure. It is his first day at the new daycare. So kind of a transition of a whole lot of things. And we're gonna get home, making sure I wash my hands before I leave as well. But I will catch up with you guys at home and share with you what my lesson plans look like. I do want to do a separate video, so watch out for that. I'm going to be doing a separate video on the tools, apps, anything e-learning resources for you guys, to show you some other ideas and tools that you could take away if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're a guardian, aunt, auntie, whoever you are, you can use these tools. I am super excited to share that with you guys because they're super useful, and I think it would be really, really helpful for those kiddos that are at home and don't have a lot of guidance maybe, or just need some more ideas to help with the e-learning experience that we're going through. So stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna get going because I've got to go pick up my husband and the baby. So I will catch up with you guys either at home or just a little bit later. So I will catch up with you guys later. Hi friends, I am back at home now. I'm sitting in my office, and we just had to go pick up my husband and pick up the baby. So now we're back at home. Right now I am just kind of gathering. I like emptied out all of my bags and organized all my stuff when I get home, and now I am sitting in the office. Let me put you guys down, and I did want to take some time to explain to you what I have planned for my students in regards to doing digitalized lessons and e-learning experiences. So like I mentioned earlier, I brought some books home, or chose books also that I wanted to do with my students. And so what my plan is well, first of all, my students have one-to-one computers. So every student has their own laptop provided by the district, and they take it home daily, and they are able to use that for this type of scenario, right? So I only had about 4 students who didn't have their computers, so I would expect that they would go pick it up, but we will see. Other than that, most of my students have internet at home, or if they don't, we have packets for them as well. So we're kind of pretty much making it available something for e-learning for every student. But what I have planned for my class as far as packets goes, first of all, is I have a packet for reading, and this is actually new. It literally came up available like a week ago, which was a very good thing. So we went ahead and printed out the very first lesson because it's the very first time we are seeing curriculum within our district curriculum for Ready. iReady is what we use. So we went ahead and printed out the reading portion of it, and we are focusing on ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text. And that's what we were focusing on. We have already done this kind of lesson, so we're just spiraling and kind of pretty much reviewing, not introducing a new concept, but something that they do need more practice on, would be beneficial for them to be using. So this went along very, very well. And then I have a math packet, which is two chapters or 2 lessons, and they will be doing capacity, so measurement, capacity, and, hey Bella.
Hi.
And length. So we're kind of focusing on measurement, and the reason why we chose measurement was because they're not highly tested on measurement. So we thought it would be really great for them to use, to be doing something at home that wasn't necessarily heavily tested on, and that wouldn't be, we could spiral around it when they get back, if that makes sense. So that is as far as packets. I also added in my packet a biography project, a lap book that they need to finish, and I think that was it. I think that was pretty much it as far as packets. Not, like I said, most of it will be online. Let's dig into online now. Super excited about it because I'm just excited about it. So let me tell you what I have put online. There are some great websites out there, guys. There are so many great websites available to kids that are free, and they are really, really great. So the first thing I have as far as my lesson goes, what I have them first doing on day 1, which we will give instruction on Wednesday, March 18th for the first day. So my plan was to hop on in the morning, say hi, give them kind of a rundown of the day, and then let them dig into the lesson. So like I said, the reading is paper because they don't have online access for that. And it would just take forever to upload everything. Or actually it wouldn't take forever, but we were able to provide them with a packet. So they'll do that, and they'll actually start with a video tutorial. I linked that for them, and it kind of goes through the lesson, what they're gonna be doing. Then I linked them a read aloud, which is by a famous artist, and it's through storylineonline.net. It is so cool. I love Storyline Online. My daughter loves it as well. I actually think I found it when she was on. I was like, this is really neat. They read the story, and there are quite a bit of selection from there. So we decided to have our students read Sylvester and the Magic Pebble, and then they'll do a grammar lesson with context clues, and then a writing prompt. I will give them a writing prompt that says, the person that I admire the most is ... and why. So they will be doing the read aloud online. They will be doing the grammar lesson through their packet, but I will be providing them a vocabulary lesson to go along with the learning, to make sure they are making those connections and just understanding how to find context clues, which is something we had already done before, so it shouldn't be totally new. And then the writing prompt will also be online through our digital classroom. So I'll provide the prompt, and then they go in and they just type their response, and then later on I could see what they responded to. So that's day one, and that pretty much, oh, and then after the writing, then they'll do their math. So they have the first lesson, because the tutorials aren't online, we are fortunate to have like a tutorial for each lesson, but this specific lesson does not have a tutorial. So what I was thinking is that I was going to talk to my students through the lesson. So the very first one is capacity. So I will walk them through just as like if we were in a regular classroom. I don't usually follow this portion. I do in either whole group or small group, but I introduce the concept, which is capacity in this case, and then we'll talk about, well, we're using what you know from lessons 20 and 21, and we're talking about measurement. And in this case, since we haven't done, oh yes, we did measurement. So I'll just kind of do a anchoring the learning for each student, and seeing what they know about it, just kind of doing an engagement lesson virtually. So I'll have probably my butcher paper in the back, like a poster, or even put up a video for them to learn or anchor the learning through on capacity. And then we'll go through it, and then we will go through the next page to find out more. So this is more of the hands-on, and then they'll do a learning activity, learn about it. So picturing it, modeling it, and this is kind of what I do with them, and that one would be day 2. So there's not a whole lot, it's not a lot. And then after they do this, they'll be doing 2 practice pages, which is just their practice and problem solving. And those are worksheets that have come directly out of their book. It's really fortunate that we have these tools and resources for math at least, and now for reading since it's come up as well. So I'm excited about it. It's kind of how my day will flow with my class. We have our reading, then we have the read aloud, and then we have the grammar and the writing lesson, and then math. So that's kind of like the flow of what it's gonna be like every day. And then on top of that, I've squeezed in a couple things, a landforms project. So I have added books in Epic. So Epic is another website that is free for kids, and there are so many books on there. You can search by topic, by subject, by name of the book. It's a large variety. I was super excited about it, and I have my class enrolled in there already. So all I do is assign a book. So I have assigned a bunch of landforms books in the topic, choosing the topic science, and then you can find landforms. So I've assigned a bunch of books on landforms, and that's kind of what we were doing already because we don't have a science and social studies curriculum. And then once we've gone through the learning, progressing throughout these 2 weeks, throughout these days, I will be doing like a tutorial, a quick mini lesson, and then hopefully we'll get to doing the project. So it should be fun. I love teaching science and social studies, so I think we'll slowly get to that process. Just kind of picking and choosing what resources I want to use, and there are definitely a whole lot of them online. So that is what I have planned as far as every day goes, and I think it'll be just fine. So the really great thing about this digital platform is that I am able to Skype with my class. So I'm really looking forward to do that with them and being able to directly talk to them. If they have any questions, if they're struggling with something, I can even read them a book virtually. So I think it'll be a really great experience. We tried it out on Friday. I think I mentioned this earlier, and it went really well. So I'm hoping that, I'm thinking tomorrow I'd pop on just to say hi and touch base with them and kind of give them a rundown, first of all, of my expectations during this time, and that we are actually going to do some learning even though we are at home. So I think setting a tone for my students will really set the tone for the next 2 weeks as well. And then we will just I'll kind of answer questions and kind of give them a layout of what is expected. Now, how much they're going to gather of this, probably about a 40% of what I say, I don't know, but a lot of them are very, very anxious. So I want to relieve some of that anxious feeling. I have a couple parents who's telling me that they're logging on, they don't see anything, and I definitely don't want my class or my students to feel that anxiety that they're supposed to be expecting something and they don't know where to find it. So I think in order to relieve most of that anxiety come a Wednesday, when I start uploading that content and releasing the content to my students, on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm going to pop on and just say hello and make sure that everything's good to go. So it's about almost 5 o'clock and I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. The lighting looks a little funny. We're gonna go ahead and eat like a quick snack or early dinner, maybe late lunch, I'm not even sure now. And I am definitely loving this weather. It is so pretty outside. We've put up the bounce house and just kind of been hanging out. We have the door screen open and it's super nice outside right now. So we are gonna go make an ice cream run. I am craving some ice cream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and being with me today. It's kind of interesting, and I know for everyone it's also been really interesting, and just kind of hang in there, guys. I know that sometimes you gotta just be flexible. As teachers and educators, we have got to be flexible because we are teaching the future leaders. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some kind of inspiration, ideas, motivation, and I just hope I'm rubbing off some of that energy and staying optimistic, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up for me. Lets me know you're enjoying the content, and if you have not joined my family here on Home Sweet Classroom, don't forget to subscribe down below and join my family here in Home Sweet Classroom. Thanks, guys, and I will see you guys later in my next video. Don't forget that I will be hopefully filming something for you guys with some apps and learning tools that are available online, because I know that it's a world of possibilities out there. So I'm gonna put them all in one place for you, and hopefully that helps. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.